Good evening everybody. Welcome to my Wednesday night stream, reset day. So I'm hoping to get a good load of sales today. So let's have a look at what we've got so far in the mailbox. First and foremost, some expires. So let's take those first. I can see a nice number there of 56,000. So that's a good start. Let's wait for the rest to come through. Good evening, Costa. How are you? How's your day been? I hope you had some good sales today on reset day. Fernal Wow, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. And Mama Kinder. Is we here? We is Mama Kinder. We is here. We have just started, so you're right in at the beginning. Hey Hearth, how are you? And Fuggerduck. Thanks both for stopping by. How are you doing this fine Monday evening? And Jekadad and Gortok. Oh, he was waiting. Fantastic. Finally caught a stream. Excellent. Good to have you in. And Molin, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. Wow, veritable flood of people coming in. It's lovely to see. Welcome one and all. So, looking at our sales here, this is looking like a very healthy 65,000 gold. So what have we sold today? Busy start, yeah, absolutely. We've got hexweave bags. The stack of ember silk cloth sold for 4,132. That's very nice. Barracuda, a whole load of lavish Suramar feast sold. That's really good. And then some sales of critical strikes, barracuda, delicacy platters, a few satchels, more food, even more food, a couple more enchants, haste and agility. So, and warhide bindings of the Peerless for 918. Okay, so overall, that is a very healthy start for a Wednesday. I was getting a bit worried. We were looking a bit low on the road to 5 million. Let me bring my window over. So this is where we were as of last night. Let's just make that a bit bigger. Wish your feast for selling as often as you've sold 24 in the last few weeks. Ouch, Molin. Yeah, I'm very lucky with the feast so far. Very pleased with that at the moment. So looking at my chart so far, as of yesterday, I'd hardly made any money at all. 10,000 gold yesterday. So I was a little worried that I was getting way off target. But getting 65,000 is going to help really jump this up. So we'll do a reckoning of that later on at the end of the stream. And we'll have another look and see how close we can get back to this red line. But let's see how we get on with everything else today. So we're going to have restock time. So let's open up all this gold. Collect that up to start off with. Hey Gwilyn, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. How was your Monday? I hope all is well with you. I love that sound of coins just clinking in from all the mail. Monday? Oh yes, it's Wednesday. Sorry, got confused there. Didn't mean to worry everyone there. Yes, we're halfway through the week. Thank you, Exaliant, for that correction. So we have 147 ember silk. That's because I've got 200 on the auction house. Okay, that's easy enough. Just got a bit scared. Yes. Yeah, I think I would be too. Alright, let's go have a look and post on those expires that we did have. And anything running out actually, let's have a look. Oh yes, we've got a few things here. They're going to go, so let's take those off as well. Let's start with those. Take all these off, as they seem to be coming through quite rapidly. I'll take all of these off. Anything under 2 hours, just a few, some satchels. Take all those off, and I might actually. It's a shame I can't do this by group because I'd like to be able to just take all my enchants off. But we'll leave it for now. We'll just take those off first, and then we'll post these back on. Okay, let's have a look at that. Well, that's nice. Nice little inflatable Zeppelin. Not seen that before. It's huge. Not as big as Brutosaur though. Right, let's take all these off. There we go. Let's go through all this. Collect all these up, and then we can get them back on. Enchants, again, I want to make sure I can sell as many of those as possible. We're quite low on, well, low in price on the matte materials for enchanting. They're tanking quite heavily on my server. Chaos crystals are going as low as 50 gold, and Leylight and Arcana are going lower than the price it cost me to make them from bracers. So everything is pretty low. Actually, it's at 42 at the moment for Leylight, so that's not too bad. Let's let this run through for the last 14 seconds, and then we'll take those all off and then repost, and then we can do our restocking. Not too bad. How's everyone else's reset day been? I hope you've had some good sales. Hey Titus, how are you? Had a very good day, thank you very much. Nathil. Is it Nathili or Nathil? But thank you ever so much for the follow, it's very kind of you. Welcome to the stream. We're currently going through doing our restocks, which is doing well. We had a good start of sales, so really happy about that. So let's get select all and run a post scan. So we need to get enchants on, definitely. We're completely out of lavish feasts, I imagine, from all those sales of them. So I need to get those off as well. So I think what I'll do is I'll do the enchanting first, see where we land with that after I've posted all these on. So barracuda, dried mackerel, jalapeno peppers, or rather jalapeno peppers. And here's our other enchants coming through. Some of these prices have gone pretty low. These are going below min price, so you're posting at min price. And I've set my margins to be pretty tight for these, so that must mean they're particularly low in price. Now I was thinking of resetting the markets on these, but I think this close to the expansion, I think people are dumping a lot of enchants, and what with the material prices being so low, people dumping the materials for them as well, I'm reluctant to do any resetting at this time, because I've got my own stock that I want to reduce down. Great day, all your felled slate sold, and now you have 212,000 gold. Excellent, Titus, congratulations. Very nice amount. Indeed. There you go. Hey, Mr. Sabuko, how are you? How's your day been today? Hope all is well with you. Thanks for stopping by. Did I do everything? Yes, I did. Let me just go back and check the auction house before I restock, so that TSM knows these are the things on the auctions. All of those. Probably worth taking these 12-hour ones off, because that will help me with those. So I'm going to do that. Ooh, oh, there it goes. Obliterum I might leave. Actually, no, I'm going to do the Obliterum as well. Why not? Take these off, because these are all the enchants anyway, so I'm just going to blanket get rid of them. There we go. And then we can take those back off. Feel free to pronounce it however you want. as long as it's not Natalie. Okay. Hold on, how have we got? Any of you guys with TSM4 got error messages from Loot Appraiser? I haven't currently got Loot Appraiser on, so I can't confirm that for you, but I have used it a couple of times recently, and it has been okay for me so far. Well, your PC didn't want you to play anything without bugging at the moment. Oh, that's a shame, Mr. Sepical. I hope it's not the Windows update that's causing problems. I've heard it's caused a few niggles for people. And Pointy Gnome, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. How's your day been? Right, that was everything. Alright, let's get this back on quickly. We've got sales to make. Alright, auctioning, post scan, there we go. Hey, School Shane, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. Me and the family doing very well today, thank you very much. How about yourself? Been good, relaxing? My day's been very good, thank you. Busy at work, so that's always good. And then managed to come back and was able to check out a little bit of Mr. Grumpy Face's stream earlier, and then speak to my family for a little bit. And now it's World of Warcraft time. Hey Joypunk, how are you? Thanks for stopping by, welcome to the stream. Oh, you don't have Windows 10s, so you've got a lovely choke on your CPU. You use TSM4 and Loot Appraiser. So far, no worries. Okay, so working alright for you. Still unpacking. Oh yes, you moved, hadn't you? How's your knee? I hope that's recovered. Yeah, congratulations on your new move. Your desktop V is also bugging since you updated. Ah, okay. Right. Now, that was that done. You haven't updated yours, have you? I'm undercutting the guy with the Zeppelin mount, am I? I didn't spot the name. That's very observant of you, Excaliant. Right, whilst I'm here, just checking my auctions a second time. Is everything on? We've sold a Binding of Haste already, so that's good. What we need to do now is restock on enchants. What have we got? What have we got? Let's have a look. Enchanting, restock, selected groups. Only a couple of things actually, looking at that. Force and haste. Okay, we'll do that. Knee's a lot better, back to normal pain. Well, sorry to hear you got any pain at all, but glad it's better. How do I mass click the post button? Is it TSM4 only thing? No, it's TSM3 as well. You just have to set your macro up. So you go into your settings, it'll be in a different place in TSM3, but it's the same principle. You go into macros and you select the things you want. Usually it's for like auctioning, post cancel is the main one. Oh, labour queue ribs sold. And I like to have the up and down and control. I think that's the default with TSM3. So that's what you do, and then you make the macro, and then that creates a macro. So whenever I hold control down and scroll the wheel mouse, it does all that for me, which does make it a lot quicker. Right, let's go collect. No problem, Molim. Collect up those items, Arcana and Chaos Crystals. Take those. We've got some Mysterious Essence required. Now I did find out an interesting thing yesterday with Mysterious Essence. I don't think I've actually got any on me, because what I did is I discovered that Mysterious Essence can be made easily. Here we go. Oh wow, Jack. Thanks for stopping by, and thank you for the 3 months of subscriptions. That's very kind of you. Clean up your guild bank. Yes, it's a mess, Jack. But thanks for stopping by. How are you doing? Does the gathering work for you in the new TSM4 update? It does, Pandalus. Intermediate craft I don't tend to use these days, because I find that a little bit buggy, especially with cooking. But yeah, it works all right, because obviously the gather part of it is still TSM3. You're posting over 200 items every time you get on, so all the time-saving abilities are helpful. Yes, definitely useful. So the thing I found, Mysterious Essence, is the crafting cost of it is actually only 61 silver from 5 spirit dusts, and Mysterious Essence itself is selling for 16 gold. So I've set up a little operation to make some more of this, and I use this in a couple of enchants anyway. So now that I bought myself some spirit dust, that's what I'm doing now, is an extra thing, is I'm making some Mysterious Essence. Because I added in Glorious Stats to one of my extra old world enchants. I realised I hadn't been doing that one. I'm going to see if that sells. Don't think I've had any sales yet, but that's a new thing as of yesterday. Whilst I'm here, let's do my daily cooldown, and then we can make the 2 items, Elemental Force and Binding of Haste. Then whilst I'm here, I might as well see if there's any tailoring to do. I don't think there's any tailoring. Obviously TSM will correct me if I'm wrong. Just tuxedo pants. Okay, let's collect that up. Start gathering. Gather items, Bolt of Mage Weave and Heavy Silken Thread. That's easy enough. Back to crafting, make a pair of those. And then switch to the regular and do our cooldowns, create Hexweave, create Celestial Cloth. It looks like we're going to have to make some more bolts of Windwool. This is going to be our last 2. So I'll do those 2 now, and then I'll come back to those because I need to do the next one. I hadn't actually spotted Jack. I just went straight through and didn't spot it. Interesting. Ignore alts, disable crafting, disable addition. Let's try this. Let's do this with cooking. There we go. Because I saw I usually just very quickly go to this. I go start gathering and then ignore it. So let's have a look. Let's look at the cooking. Restock selected. Whoa, that's a lot to make. Okay. So now we go to the gathering. So professionals cooking, crafter is Samadan. Disable crafting auction house search. That'll be good. Disenchant search. We just really want to make things. So let's start gathering and see how it goes. There we go. Okay. How do I care? Whenever you choose professions for a toon, if it's a cloth, leather, plate user, you just pick whatever you are missing. Can't decide if it's done to have enchanting blacksmithing on a monk. I can see the appeal. Heekzg. Do you mind if I call you Heek? I think that'll be easier. I can see from a sort of a kind of role-playing point of view how it's useful. And as it happens, Samadan, my priest, is my tailor. Earthen, my demon hunter, is my leatherworker, and El Morty, my death knight, is my blacksmith. So I have kind of done it that way naturally myself. But I can see what you mean. I mean, go with whatever you think's going to work. Would be my main thing. But yeah, definitely. I hadn't actually thought about it, but I have naturally done that and kept them with whichever use they are. Which is a way to ignore certain guild banks. Okay, you have toons in 2 guilds other than your bank guilds, and you don't want to try and gather from them. Oh, right. Okay, yeah. That would be interesting. Could you maybe... are there certain guilds you can just put on ignore, like you can whitelist them? I wonder. Got mining and herb on your druid. Nice combo, Heat. Nice combo indeed. Okay, so whilst we're here, can we make any of these? We need to make some... Okay, so we need to make some Barracuda Murglar and some Labour ribs first. So let's start with those, clear these, and then we'll focus on the lavishes after that. So I'm going to make one of those and one of those. And then I have to regather those items. There you go. You enjoy having other friendly professions on your main, but the restaurants get whatever you need. Yeah, I think that's fair enough. You have a hunter that's a blacksmith, and you make a ton of gold through crafting with him. So there's no disadvantage. Yeah, I think Myth, that's probably cool. Oh, thank you for the follow, Heath. That's very kind of you. You can ignore guilds in TSM4. Okay, Gridaxma? Gridaxma, there we go. Lots of new names for me to try and remember today. Thank you. Let's have a look. Where would we find this? Let's have a look. Would there be settings, perhaps? Shopping, vendor, crafting, custom sources, inventory, mailing, default mailing, inventory options, guild bank, clean automatically guild bank, accounting. It's under settings, under crafting. Okay, here we go. Ignore characters, ignore guilds. There we go. Ah, brilliant. There we go. So we could ignore Trader Joe's, but I'm not going to because that's my only one. And that's got all my stuff in it. There we go. Thank you for that, Grid. That's very kind of you. Good evening, Fandak. How are you? Thanks for stopping by. Big gamey ribs and muskin butter apparently are missing. I'm sure we need to go and pick that up. No? Okay. So the crafting window must be wrong. Oh no, it's updated itself now. There we go. One of those, please, and one of those. That means we can make 5 of them. Which then means we can make 5 of those. Which leaves me with hearty feasts, of which I need 6 of each of the main things in the light meals section. So I'm going to just make those up now and add those in. Like so. And then we can gather those whilst I'm standing by the bank. Gather those. Always looking forward to seeing you online. Oh, thank you, Fandak. That's very kind of you to say so. Doesn't really matter anymore. However, a lot of tailors do have enchanting next to it because of the bracelet shuffle. Other possibilities. Yes, although with the bracelet shuffle, it is just as easy to send them in the mail. Yeah, whatever fits you. Good afternoon, Danny. How are you? Thanks for stopping by. How's your Wednesday been? Right, this is all ticking along. Oh, Bowie Sensi, thank you ever so much for the folly. Oh, you're still sick. Oh, sorry to hear that, Danny. Welcome to the stream, Bowie. I hope you're doing well. And, okay, you'll run that combo. Nice. Oh, we're missing spiced rib roast according to that, but I'm not sure we are. Just don't think it's absolutely necessary. We're going to make these first, and then we'll deal with the lavishes once we've cleared our bags a little. Because I got a feeling... Oh, thank you for the cheer, Danny. Very kind of you. That pops you well ahead today. Gregor, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. How's your day been today? Okay, we're going to stop gathering on those. Oh, solder binding of agility, that's good. Let's go. I'm sure my bags are looking fairly full, so I'm going to empty those out first, and then I'm going to come back to the lavishes. What am I up to today? We are restocking today, is going to be the main focus. As it's reset day, we want to get as much on as possible. We've got a few sales in at the moment. We started with some good sales. We had 65,000 in the mailbox on the beginning of the stream, so really happy with that. And now we're just going to restock on everything. All our lavish Summer feasts sold, so we need to get those sorted. Yeah, it's good because I was running a bit low on my graph for the road to 5 million for the Brutosaur mount, so it was a good boost. Be nice to see what I'm finish at the end of today. Alpha Test 1, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. Let's post these on. That's done. Then that brings us back to the lavishes. We've got the Suramar, so we just need everything else but the Suramar. And we need 32 of each to make 106. So that's quite a lot. So we're going to do, which is it? Yeah, this one. So I'm going to queue up that. Drogbar, Koi Scented, and Labour Q. Now, Suramar, we'd bought loads of it when it was cheaper than crafting it, so that's why I've got those there. Let's go back to the bank and collect up those things. I restarted your PC, and what happened? What happened, Mr. Sipical? Mount looks awesome. People keep saying it's ugly though. Really? No, I think it's amazing personally. Not chasing any rabbit holes today. Caught the stream on the Cedos, yes. Well, we'll see how we go. Last stream we did we actually did the Ember Silk farm without the potion of treasure finding, and I'm glad I did because I did sell a stack of 200 Ember Silk, so that's good. But we're going to see how we get on with our restocks first, and then we'll see how it goes then. Thanks for start a gold blog. Been busy and I've got about 5 blogs at the moment. Okay. Still going to redo 2 because you copied it from Google Documents, but it's about gold making tips, gold making experience. Excellent, Jack. I'm glad you did. For those that don't know, Jack started up a blog which is pretty awesome, dipping into gold making. Oh no, that one's gone. Where's your blog gone, Jack? Your link wasn't working for me now. If you got the new link, pop it in the chat. Things of dinosaur. There you go. Why did I buy it? Let me click on this so I can add this into my favourites again. Nice. I love the pictures. That's awesome. Alright, gonna add that to my favourites. World of Warcraft, done. There we go. So I recommend you pop over to Jack's blog. There are lots of good gold making tips, I'm sure, are going to be coming through thick and fast. What am I doing? We're collecting all this lot up, so we need to gather. Not like this, not like this. Oh, thank you ever so much for the cheer, Mr. Civical. It's very kind of you. Well, your PC is fine now, and your crown is back. Fantastic. Well, I'm glad you got your PC back. That's the main thing, and thank you ever so much for your support. Right, we need a load of stuff, so let's collect that up. Did that work? Let's try it again. Yeah, I can hear it going. I can see some numbers going down. It must be just the guild bank being a bit slow. There we go. Now it's coming through. Maybe it's because my guild bank's a mess. I did promise Ignis that I would sort it out a bit more with the warehousing, but I haven't quite gotten around to that yet. So now what I want to do is go to the reagent bank and deposit all reagents. And you can, there we go. Oh, those aren't quite the ones I wanted to deposit, but oh well, there we go. That clears some space. Stop gathering on that. My bank is a hot mess. Yes, definitely, Danny, definitely is. Hey, Dax600, how are you? Been very well, thank you very much. How about yourself? Alright, we're going to do a load of cooking now, thanks to Pierre and our chef's hat. There he is, ting-tinging in the background. Right, let's start with barbecue ribs. I think this one's better. Dipping into the box now. There we go. Okay, that's a good one, Jack. Then that gives you that route. Yes, Costa, I am using your tactics. I remember you telling me, which is why I'm doing it. Right, next lot. Barracuda. Going through quite nicely. Looks like I've got a load of but it's fun, so thanks for that in. No problem. I think it was a number of people who suggested it though, Jack, wasn't it? I can't take all the credit for it, but I'm glad you did nonetheless. Oh, you bought Pierre the other day. Excellent, Molin. He is awesome. Absolutely. Made 60k and Pierre was 35, so you just bought him. Excellent. Fantastic, fantastic choice. Wow, you made 400 lavish this week. That's loads. I bet they're going to sell as well. I don't know what my profit margins are on lavishes at the moment. 278. Right, what's just sold? Binding of Haste. Right, just doing all the Drogbar style salmon. Port Reset, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. Need to get the chef's hat. You don't have the chef's hat, Costa? Yeah, I'm surprised. Yes, you definitely need to get the chef's hat. Definitely, if you're making that many lavishes, it's essential. You can't even get 100 lavish to sell. Yeah, they come in chunks, I find, for me. Right, let's go gadget lavish. Here we go. Cost to make 182, sell price 500. Nice. Tapering a lot with a lack of raiding, yeah, but still pulling a decent amount of gold. Yes, I'm finding that with a lot of stuff, Gregor, is especially the enchants. The enchants for me are tanking in price because the materials are tanking in price. So I've got a bit of a struggle on that front, but I'm still just chugging through my stock and making a profit wherever I can. The food's doing okay so far. I'm selling quite a lot of the intermediate food as well as the main food, so I'm quite pleased about that. You've got 700 on the Horde side and 1,000 on the Alliance side. Wow. Glad you got the hat. Yeah, definitely. Chance me have tanked below crafting price at this point. Food is okay. Okay, well, enchants haven't quite gotten there yet for me. I hope they don't, because I do like having my enchants. Figure you'll collect the mats for them, but won't make any more until they're needed. Yeah, I think that's kind of... I mean, I like to hoard materials anyway, so I'm just kind of glad I've got those. Right, let's make that, and then we can post all those on. Get those lavishes on. Okay, what have we got? That, run post scan. This is going to be just mainly lavish anyway. Plus, I guess, any spare bits that I made. Lavish is going on for 415. That's a nice enough amount. And now silkweave satchels have gone below my profit margin. They're only a 25 gold profit from that. Let's have a look at that in more detail. Silkweave satchels, let's have a look. Silkweave sat. I'm sure I searched for it. There it is. Finally got rid of some of the bacon. Went ham on buying it up. Yeah, I think when you can have a big stock of it, it's hard to. It's worrying if you're ever going to shift it or whether you're going to have to cut your losses. I was like that with my chaos crystals for a long time, but I'm slowly getting through my stock. Hey, old man farmer, how are you? I imagine there'll be a final raid push wave right before the pre-patch. Yeah, I imagine there'll be a whole load of people coming back. So it's going to be interesting. I'm looking forward to it, seeing what happens over the next couple of months. It costs so much on your server, does it, Molin? Yeah, it does fluctuate for me. I can try and pick it up if I can for under 30 gold is my usual price. So here is the mark where the satchels have tanked. Now there's actually only 7 of them at this price. So I'm going to buy these up and we're going to go back up to 485. Because silkweave satchels do sell. And it's not a massive amount to invest in. So I'm going to take those off and then post mine on. If I run another post scan, one's in progress. Okay, let's try that again. Run post scan. You have so many chaos crystals on your main, you need to get rid of items before the patch hits, I guess. No, I wouldn't worry too much, Dank. I think they'll still sell, even when BFA comes through. So I wouldn't worry too much. Sell what you can. My chaos crystals have been slowly ticking away. I did have about 3,000 of them, and I'm down to about 1,200 now. So they will go eventually. Wow. Bacon's 180 gold each, and they're still in the 200s in your server. Well, that is definitely a much better price. Are the enchants reflected in that score, Shane? Do you have your enchants at a decent price? There's a new 30 slot bag on a vendor in BFA for 1,700. Oh, that's interesting, Myth. That's going to change things. So the silkweave satchel is a 24 slot, so that's going to replace hexweave mainly, because hexweave isn't going to be that cheap really. It's got a crafting cost of 333 for me, so I could possibly still make a profit selling it for less. Oh, it's minimal profit. Oh, that's a shame, score shame. Now the bag's unique. Okay, interesting, Pointy. Okay, well, only being one does save us a few slots. That's good. Glad about that, at least. Right, let's have a look at... well, let's do on behalf of Awakening. Oh no, we must have phased. Let's try again. Let's move over. On behalf of Awakening, let's look at some alchemy things. What have we got? Trillium bars are at 745 gold, and we had purchased them for 267. Now the crafting cost from ghost iron bars is actually a nice profit there. So we should... Yeah, I mean, it's 279%, so I'm thinking that's fairly high. Whiptail is slightly high. Stormvine, and then the other one was Cinderbloom, wasn't it? or something like that. Cinder bloom there's only 4 of, so we could probably do with getting some of that at some point. Region mark is actually 30, so that's quite high. The other thing we were looking at though was those ghost iron bars. Ghost iron bar, let's have a look at that. That's because I didn't spell it correctly. Ghost iron bar. There's only 5 on at the moment, so I'm running low on materials for everything there. Okay, that's a shame. We'll leave that for now. Let's have a look at cooking. It's unique. Had no idea. That's for the what? For the bag, Regul. You need to transfer your farmer over to the EU. Yes, definitely. If people coming over to Shadowsong could definitely do with some more farmers on Shadowsong, because materials are very low. I mean, I might have to take up a bit of farming myself just to get some of these. So how are we doing on quantities of these? I've got a decent amount of all of those already, so I'm not going to buy any more. Bacon's quite low, so some of these that are under 30, like the stack of 200 and the 2 stacks of 50, I'm going to take, and the stack of 70. How many does that give me now? 696 bacon, that's better. And then High Mountain Salmon we've got, Storm Rain we've got. Just don't want to run low on anything here. Lay Blood we're running low on, 811 for our Labor ribs. And Big Gamey Ribs we're really low on actually. We've only got 96 of those. Okay. For the bag, yeah. Yeah, I'm glad it is unique. Your PC is going to get a $700 upgrade video card. Excellent, Online Farmer. That sounds like 1080 prices, or is it 1080 Ti prices? Very nice indeed. Right, okay, so we've done cooking. Let's have a look at cloth. How's our Ember Silk looking? We have got some up on there. Shoulder Ice Silk's at 3 gold. How much have we got now? Oh, I've got 7,000. We've got loads of silk. Really don't need to be getting any more just yet. Alright, your ice friend's a comp guru and he's getting it for you. Excellent. Sounds like it might be. A little bit cheaper in the States. Yeah, I think I was looking at the prices of 1080 Ti's today as well. And I think, yeah, they look to be around that sort of price. UK prices at least. Interestingly, Ember Silk's now down to 6 gold. So where's the big jumps? Okay, so here's me at 4 of 50. And then you've got a 200, a stack of 200 and a stack of 47 at 6 gold. Now, the question is, do you buy those up? I mean, my average purchase price is 2 gold 80. The maximum I've ever bought them for is 11 gold. But my average sale price is 18 gold. I last sold it 5-6 hours ago. I would be tempted to buy these 2 up and try and push them back up and see how we get on with Ember Silk. So, I mean, 200 by 6 is not too bad. I think I'd take enough of a risk on those, because we have had some sales, and if they don't sell, what I'll do is I'll convert it into Hydral Expedition bags. You sold 3 Ember Silk bags for 1,500 each earlier. Wow. But they don't have much of a capacity though. That's the weird thing. Where Sam's is a potato, yours is just a sprout coming out of a potato. I'd love to update yours. I sell the cloth, Jack, because the cloth turns out to be more profit than the bolts at the moment. And I think because people want to use the cloth for the bandages. So let's open these up. And then we can put 1 stack of 200 on, because we've got the 4 of 50 on. So I'll put the 1 of 200 on at a higher price. Yeah, the hex weave is only 1,800. Yeah, that doesn't make sense. Alright, okay, so we'll send those up. So that's going to be the Ember Silk cloth. Silk weave satchel we've got on now, and the Ember Silk cloth we're doing for 21 gold. Okay, that's good. Let's get those on. That's done. Right, any last bits of shopping? We need to look at the... Let's look at the Eternal. Let's look at cloth bolts actually, as we were talking about cloth bolts. Now this price is usually based off the crafting cost from the cloth itself, which is why it's always much higher here. So actually the Ember Silk cloth bolts could be worth selling for that, because their crafting cost is actually would give me a profit, because it takes 5 Ember Silk cloth. But then that's based off my mat cost, which is my purchase price of Ember Silk cloth, which is very different to the price of, because that's not correct, because my actual crafting cost at my sale price, because I'm selling them for 21 gold per cloth, so these should really be going for over 100 based off the current prices. If you look at the price of Ember Silk alongside this, so if Ember Silk is going for 21 gold and the bolts are going for 80 gold, then it's actually more money in my pocket if I sell just the cloth. Looking at the two of these side by side. Cannot keep hexweave bags in supply, they sell so fast. Yes, Danny, I find that exactly. I just craft them when I can, and that, you know, any sales I get, I know I'm going to get good sales with them, so yeah, it's a good one to go for, definitely. I've only got a couple of Eternals in there, probably need to get the others in. Right, let's go to the good stuff, see if there's any bargains in my general list of things to buy. Large brilliant shards I've not been bothering with. Abyss crystals I've not been bothering so much. You just moved a hunter to start farming on Shadow Moon. Excellent. Cost you £20 to move. Did you mean to say Shadow Moon, Titus? Because I'm on Shadow Song. I don't know if Shadow Moon's a different server, or whether that was a typo, or whether you intended to go on Shadow Moon, in which case, good luck. You're going to Primal Weave for your Hex Weave. It's not a bad idea. I haven't worked out the price. Oh, Shadow Song. Phew, that's good. Good to know. I was worried for a minute then. Right, let's do leatherworking on behalf of Earthen. Anything good? It'd be nice if exotic leather was cheaper. Apart from that, you're going to Primal Weave and sell them for a loss. Well, technically a loss with your speech marks. as in TSM thinks it's a loss, but it depends on your primal spirits. If you got them with doing the herbs for under like a gold, then what's the price of primal spirit? The fur's collateral damage. Yeah, fair enough. No, whatever's going to work for you. Stonehide leather. Do I really need to buy any more? I've got 900. Actually, yes, I do want to buy stonehide leather for that price. How many shall I pick up? 1,500. Let's get some more. How many does that take me to? 2,700. I mean, I'm going to use stonehide fairly frequently, so I might as well take this all up actually. There we go. And I'll take that. 345. Well, that's a bit higher actually. I'll leave that one. Greetings Ignis, how are you? Oh, and hello, Svorkas. Okay, and what else did we miss there? I can link the new vendor bags if anyone wants it. There's a Horde and Ally version. Okay, no worries, Myth, go ahead. You're welcome to link if you like. Sales going very well, thank you, Svorkas. We got 65,000 at the beginning of the stream. Said hello to Ignis. Sorry, Ignis, I haven't organised my bank, so it's still a mess. Oh, it's not selling. Okay. Ally and Hordes there. You got over 400 spirits. Well, that's quite a lot, really, isn't it? I think I've got quite a lot myself. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with them yet. Oh, you got the Underlight Angler while studying just a few minutes ago. Excellent. Congratulations. Right, let's just look at Legion Enchanted Materials. Okay, it's gone up a little bit to 88 gold for Chaos Crystals. That's not too bad. Yeah, it takes some time to organise the bank and make mailing operations for every character. Yes, I think it's a bigger job than I could possibly do justice on stream without sort of losing you all to my thought processes. But yeah, it's definitely something that would be useful once it's set up. So what's my ley light? 34? I've got plenty of it, and 11 for that, so that's okay. We're actually above price for those. Okay with those. Planar essences. They're not cheap. Prismatics, temporal crystals, volatiles, and walls of Draenor. Let's have a look at all of these. See if there's anything cheap. Fractured temporal crystals for 79 silver. Okay. Little useful with hexweed bags. Useless. Useful equals useless. A little useless with hexweed bags and imbued silkweed satchel. Yeah, there could be. Have to change the names, or you would send items to some random characters. Yeah, that's true. Thanks for the offer, Ignis. I'll leave it for now because for me, I like to learn by doing. But thank you nonetheless. So fractured temporal crystals we're looking at here. Gorgon Flytrap's quite cheap, actually, at 57 silver. Gonna buy that. Fidget was studying for a day, went through around months of lectures. I'm going to put it aside an hour to actually start rearranging your groups finally. Nice, Sorcas. Sounds like a good break time thing to do. Anyone EU for some epic sumptuous fur farming? Horde side, of course. Yeah, sadly I don't have anyone on the Horde side anymore. Well, I do have Nadamas, but he's only level 10. Fractured temporal crystals. So to make a temporal crystal, it's from 10 to make 1. So that would make my temporal crystal price to be 7 gold and 90. And my current mat cost of temporal crystals is 7 gold 16. So that's very close to it. I only actually have 8 left. So I think I'm going to buy these fractured ones at this price, because that's actually very close to my existing mat cost. And then I'm going to leave one for the auction house gods and buy the next one, and then leave it at that. Thank you, cat. And then we just need to have a look at Spirit of Harmony. 311 emails. Youch. Sorry, mine was still thinking of your transfer cost, but mine would have included a faction change, making each transfer £41. Wow, okay. You see students' video on farming restocking materials, volatiles for example, to sell higher in BFA. No, I haven't, Hearth, actually. I'll have to check that one out. It'll be an interesting one to do. Interesting there's no motes of harmony around. But this ghost iron ore at 17 gold seems appealing. Ghost iron ore. Now, what was the number? It was 20 ghost iron ore, wasn't it, Costa? I remember you saying this. 20 ghost iron ore into the price of 1. But now loads are going to farm it. Now auction has to be over. Yes, this is the trouble when someone who's quite big on YouTube does something like that. There's everyone. I can't remember. It was something to do with Spirit of Harmony and Ghost Iron ore prices, because I've got them in the same group. I remember you were saying, wasn't it, Costa? It was to do with the price of Ghost Iron ore versus Spirit of Harmony. I thought it was 1/20th of the price of Ghost. So 20 is 1 Spirit of Harmony. Okay, yeah. So we're pretty close to that, 17 gold. My purchase price is actually 19 gold, interestingly. But I'll leave that for now. I've got plenty to pick up. I don't want to spend too much of my money. So let's pick up what I've got. Now I'm going to have to mail this over to Earthen. Stream is behind today, is it? I still think I've got the low latency on, so hopefully it's not too far behind. I'm going to let that run through because I've got another bunch of mail coming in. And what I can do actually is send mail selected groups. There we go. So 1 spirit for 5 of the black or white trillium, and 4 Spirit of Harmony is 5 trillium bar. Right, okay. So 1 Spirit of Harmony is 5 trillium ore. Okay. I'm going to have to put this all on my spreadsheet to get this properly in my head. Otherwise I'll just keep on forgetting the numbers. Work it all out. Work out the relationship between all the different things. Okay, TSM groups, mail selected groups, done. Okay, so we've done our restocks, we've done our food, we've done our enchanting. Good evening, Gaga Gauge. How are you? Thanks for stopping by. Whiteboard this now. Yeah, but I want to do all the pretty pictures and stuff. I find it easier to do that in sort of one sort of 4 spirits equals 5 trillion bars. So hard to keep it sorted. Yeah, definitely. You multi-boxed 260 magnificent highs today in 30 minutes. Wow. 160 still. That's loads. Hey Gwendolyn, how are you? 20 ghost iron ore equals 10 bars equals 1 trillion bar with possible proc if you have transmute mastery. Okay. Right, okay, thank you Gwendolyn. Good evening Commander Bond, how are you? Right. Hold on, I'm going to copy that. Okay, and we need my list. Thank you very much, Gwendolyn. This is one of my new QWERTY ones. I got myself a new order in. This one's, I don't know if you can see, we've got Totoro breaking through Golden Gate Bridge. You can transmute trillion bar to living steel. I like the Snickers bars. Yeah, they're a lot easier. And now I'm a turkey. Fantastic. I order from a place called QWERTY. Let me find the link for you. So all my t-shirts I thoroughly recommend. Question: making a sand drake or sell the items? Selling the items, Mamakinda. I don't have the. Don't complain that shirts are so boring. So I go here, QWERTY.com. Now I do have an affiliate code that gives me a free random one. Let me see if I can dig it out. There it is. Okay, and then I go here. I have to do this. I go in here. And where is it? Here we go. I'll give you this link. Whoops. Hold on, let me just paste this in. Just see if this works. Hold on, I'll be with you all in a moment. Just got to check that this works. Yeah, I think so. Okay, so this is a referral link for QWERTY and ordering t-shirts. And if you order through your first order when you register, then I get a free random t-shirt. I'll put that in somewhere in my thing, in Twitter, in my thing below. Right, I'm completely behind on chat though. Can I Discord it? Yes, I will. I'll put it in Discord. That's probably a good place to put it. To start farming. Okay, Titus, thanks ever so much for the whisper. This week's an awesome week to get the chefs out. All you need is time walking token. Yes, Mr. Seppical, that's a good point. Right, I missed everyone, so let me just have a look. They're absolutely awesome, the shirts are quality. Yes, Gwendolyn, definitely. I recommend them. They're really good quality. Removed old post, so the link doesn't work anymore. Here it is. There we go. Okay. It's not called being a live turkey, so close to family. Quote from Trading Places. A jive turkey. I think I get the size, Big Andy. But yeah, I think I get to pick the size. I get a random one in my size. There we go. Go through that. American only holiday, yes, of course. Right, caught up with chat. There we go. And whilst it's in my brain, otherwise I'm going to forget, I'm going to put that in the Discord. So I'm going to put the referral link for QWERTY in Discord for those that are with my Discord. God, that window's really small. So we can make that a little bit bigger. QWERTY referral link. I get a free random t-shirt for you registers and orders. Paste that in. There we go. Right, okay, sorted that out. Close that, close that, close that. Otherwise everything's gonna completely go slow for poor Mr. Potato. Right, there we go. And we're back. Now that I've sorted that out, still a turkey. So what we need to do now is go over and visit Nomi, probably. Let's start with that. Let's go run through. Okay, this time I open it right away, so not asking again in 15 minutes. Turkey's all around all year, but most people don't eat it until the one day of the year, and at Christmas. Yeah, in the UK we only have it at Christmas. It's the traditional bird for Christmas here in the UK. Oh, I lost my turkeyness. Right, in one landing. Oh, I'm back to a turkey. That's good. What do we get? Wildfowl eggs, broken scraps, and slightly burnt food. So let's go for a new lot. Can we sell you our slightly burnt food or our badly burnt food? What about our slightly burnt food? Take that as well, and we can destroy those because those are no longer needed. Actually, whilst we're here, how are we doing on stock? 500, 300 on the peppers. Right, we need to buy 600 of those, 400 of those. Muscovy butter, let's get 200. River onion, I've got loads. Enough royal olives for the moment. Probably need another 600 stone dark snails. There we go. Restock on that. And then we can go on up. And you love turkeys, just never think about it. Yeah, it has to be cooked right, turkey, otherwise it gets so dry. It really needs a bit of sort of a delicate touch. And whenever I cook it, I tend to overdo it, which isn't as much fun. Right, what have you got? One completed, which is gold. That's nice. And anything good? Army of the Light rep would be useful. Let's go for that. Anything else that could be useful? No. Veiled Argonite, possibly. How much would that be? 300. Yeah, let's do one of those. There we go. If I was a turkey, you would not stand that close to Nomi. Yeah, definitely. Use a turkey deep fryer. Ah, that's a good idea. I like the sound of that. Brining helps on a turkey, makes it a lot juicier. Oh, I hadn't thought of doing that. at Gwendolyn. That's a good idea. When you do the Blood of Sargeras missions, simply because I have absolutely loads of Blood of Sargeras on me already through all my other stuff, so I don't really need them, and they cost a fair few order hall resources now, so I've left them for now, because I've got on Samadan I've got loads. Oh look, a 15 bacon is available. What's that over there? Well, that's a pet thing, isn't it? Okay. Nothing interesting other than the bacon, so let's go do the bacon quest. Let's get on a flight, just to save my legs. Never been a big fan of turkey. Yeah, I think a lot of people find it a bit meh, but I think if it's cooked right, it can be delicious. Where's the bacon? Oh, all the way over here. Okay, then I can stretch my legs out. They're expensive. Just get the shoulder enchant from Wardens and get them easy. Yes, I've got that on Samadan anyway. I don't tend to do a lot of fighting anyway, so but I have got loads. I've got well over 100 bloods at the moment, probably about 150. Really measly to one-to-one trade, convert resources to bloods. Yeah, I mean, if I was struggling for bloods, then yeah, they did. Oh, is that from the shoulders, Mango Jeeves? That's a shame if they have, because it already was pretty low. Put it in the oven. Take it and rub butter in before cooking. It will retain its juices. You put it in the oven. Take and rub it in butter before cooking. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. You meant the missions. Oh, right, okay. Yes, they have nerfed them a little bit, haven't they? When they did the whole changes. But yeah, it's a bit frustrating, really. Yeah, I guess in that situation, Fandak, yeah, if you might as well, if you've got them going to spare, and you can easily get the order hall resources. It all depends on what you want to do with your time. Right, slab of bacon. Oh yeah, that's true. Making the skin crispies a must-have, definitely. Oh, now I'm hungry for turkey. Nice bit of turkey and cranberry sauce in a sandwich. That would be nice. Zone with the best music for you to sit and edit your groups. Now, the people's favourite is Grizzly Hills, which does have some lovely music, I must admit. Oh, we feel like curried goat. Ah, yeah, that's nice too, Gregor. You're getting hungry, Jack. Yeah. You can convert your resources to bloods at non-negative rate, yes, but the order resources can be converted directly to gold, and that rate is much better as far as you know. Mashed potatoes, yeah, that's true. Oh, here we are. There's a turkey fighting a well-fed muskin. Oh, not anymore. As soon as I took damage. Come here to taste the Portuguese food. You wouldn't leave anymore. Ah. I work with someone who's Portuguese. I have to pick him for some food ideas. There we go. There's the bacon. And we can go straight to the garrison from here, I think. So garrison wise, we need to do the usual resources, missions, pick up herbs. You need food now, do you, Jack? Yeah, a bit of a snack, definitely in order. Armor enhancement, XP, and armor, weapon enhancement. Okay, they're all weapon enhancements. There's only one garrison thing there. And then these are all more of the same. So I'll take those that you've got. And then I'll do the ones that we've got here. Okay, Sportcast, well, thanks ever so much for stopping by. Hope you have a good rest of your evening. That was something special I got, Costa. What the rest? You're getting coffee. Yeah, that's a good idea, Herf. I had a friend that told me a lot of Portuguese recipes, and most had fish in them. Excellent. Do like a bit of fish. Okay, so you can have something. You can have something. And you can have something randomly. Right, off we go. Hey Thornton, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. Muradin's the only one in. We've sold the Ember Silk cloth. Now, was that the stack of 200 or was it the stack of 50? That's the question. What's it gonna be? Hey, Brain Damaged, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. How's your Wednesday? I was going to say Monday again, but I corrected myself. How's your Wednesday? Okay, what have you got trader-wise? Ooh, sumptuous furs, cheap. TSM vendoring on the sumptuous fur, please. And can we do max? No, this doesn't work. I must bug report this one. Random amount. 150. Let's do that again. And then let's do 10. And another 10. And then just randomly click the rest. There we go, 0. Oh, what did I miss on the food chat? Nothing like a black pork steak. Ooh, that sounds nice. Oh, Dutch now turn on the air fryer. Jack walks into the kitchen. Love fish, bigger fan of sausage and bacon and steak. Yes, all of those, Scorshane. 68 cooking tokens from time walking. Nice, brain damage. Just 32 more for the hat. Good luck. Good luck indeed. Need to farm more often. Yeah. It was out of drums again, were you? Okay. How to turn time walking into the cooking hat. You get something, don't you? I can't remember the name of it. Oh, 5,000 fur. God, that's loads. What's the you get a token. Is that what it's called? I've not done it myself. But for everything you do in time walking, you get the token and then you can turn it in for the Epicureans Award. You see money in my trade chat. Oh, could someone please transmute my items for me? Will tip. I never read trade chat. Could someone transmute? The alchemist in you just went, yep, I could do that. Yeah, I don't think I'll take them up on that at the moment, but I'll have to. I don't tend to interact with trade chat much. But I should do, because I probably miss out on some opportunities like that. Right, okay. That, then that. Then that. You sell more mounts in trade than you do on the auction house. Do you, Crackle? Interesting. You can ask what he needs to transmute. Yeah, that's true. Let's have a look.
Have a good one.
Where are they? Shadow Child Honours Una. How do I whisper you? There you go. What do you need transmuting? There we go. Let's try that. Oh, did I miss chat a bit? Hold on. Oh, how many hides drums have I got? Oh, don't know, Costa. I'll have to check over with Earthen. I've got quite a few. You can sell them out cheaper as well because of the auction house cut. Yes, that's true. Let's go back to Hearthstone and go back to Stormwind whilst we're doing that. See if I get a response from that person, and then I'm going to swap over to one of my other characters. Not anymore. Mango Jeeves, he has faction changed over to Alliance, simply because for my challenge to get 5 million gold, I really needed to pool my resources together. So I was going to buy 6 months game time, but what I ended up doing was only buying 3 months game time and using the rest of my Battle.net balance to do a faction change. So our troll druid, Awakening, has now become a Worgen druid, which has been really good, being able to, pull that together. I mean, I still like the idea of being Horde as well, but I'm going to have to maybe just postpone it for another time. Ooh, what have I just done? That doesn't work. I just made my bags really, really big. Scale 160%. There we go, 100%. That doesn't look right. That looks too big now. What was the scale? Was it 70%? Kind of looks, that looks too small. Bit bigger. 80%. Yeah, that looks better. Must have been 80%. Oh, yeah. I think that was from earlier. Yeah, that was from earlier, so I think I haven't had a reply yet. But thank you, Jack. Alchemy is very valuable. Yeah, I'm looking forward to fleshing it out some more. Thank you, Solka. I'm hoping so. Where are we at the moment, gold-wise? 1,197,000. So we're slightly more on target. Where's my list gone? Hold on. There it is. So we should be at 1,300,000 ideally today, but we're actually at 1,197,000, so we're about 100,000 off at the moment, but hopefully it's not going to drop by too much lower whilst I carry on building up my other professions, because then once I've got alchemy and herbalism fleshed out some more, then I'm hoping that can sort of like expand on my gold making possibilities. Plus I'm hoping more people are going to come back over the next couple of months, and I can hopefully make some more gold in the run-up before BFA coming out. Right, I don't think I'm going to get a reply back from that person, so I'm going to swap over to Earthen. So next one down. Now Earthen's going to be, let's have a look at our drums at the moment. I believe he's got quite a few on. So we're looking at mainly drums for the leatherworking, although we have sold a few of the contenders gladiators things of late, which I was quite pleased about. We've got some expires, got some sales of drums there. So let's take the expires out of it. And then pick up the items we got. There we go. And then, whoops, we can dramatically jump to the auction house. Or these are about to expire actually, so let's take those off. Under 30 minutes. There we go. Done. No, if you get up and go to the kitchen and get dessert, the queue will pop for WoW. You've been in it for 22 minutes. Really? Oh, Volta Wardens, I thought for WoW for a minute there, for actually just logging into WoW. Let's wait for that to come up. There it is. Yeah, that always happens whenever you're queuing for something. 22 minutes is pretty long queue time. Okay, what have we got? Let's go do a post scan and get these on at least, if nothing else, and then we can do our daily cooldowns. What else could we do? Drums, journeying, slacks, lots of drums. There we go. Just got your Death Knight to 110 and working for the Ord Hall opening. Ah. And your DPS. Yeah, that does slow the queue down somewhat, being a DPS. Right, groups, leatherworking, restock, 1 stonehide leather barding. Okay, I'll take that. Daily cooldowns, we'll do a burnished leather. Secrets of Draenor, leatherworking. And hardened magnificent hide. Learn that. And then we'll post that on that we made. Stonehide leather barding. There's more we can do with leatherworking, but I want to run with the time I've got left. I really want to get over to Awakening and see if we can expand a bit on him. So we're going to go straight on over and get into Awakening. So we've got things we can do in the garrison for the Herbalism skill ups, which is definitely valuable. We can see if we've got any sales on our living steel transmutes that we did. We've got another daily cooldown to do. I don't think I've got enough Trillium. Let's go have a look. What have we got? Expires. Okay. No sales. Yeah. I got late birthday gift coming from your sister. She ordered you Quantum Leap, all 5 seasons. 97 episodes of Amazons. Wow, that's brilliant. Oh boy, that's quite a lot. Awakening. Yes, it suited the troll, definitely. As a Worgen, probably not quite so much. Alright, we'll go through this, and then what have we got? These ones. It was a great series. I can't remember doing them all. I think I watched them all because it concluded quite well, I believe. I haven't got the macro set up. I'm sure I had it set up. Okay, Savage Snowball, Obliterum. Hey, Forever on it. How are you? Okay, so how are my auctions looking? One's about to expire, so let's cancel that. Sand ending for Sand, but good for Al. Oh, now I can't remember it. I don't want to spoil it, even though it's a really old series. Did I try out the farm you recommended? Which was the farm? I can't remember. I've had quite a few recommendations come through, and I can't remember which one yours was. 18 will always be your favourites. I have a miner, yes, El Morty, who's level 60, is my miner. The Ruby Sanctum one. Yeah, I haven't tried that one forever yet. Reminds me where it was. I like this StarCraft pet. That's quite cool. 2,200, all auctions. How much living steel is on? Just me and someone else. Oh, 2 others with 5 and 3. Okay. Oh, the Wormrest Temple one. Yes, now I remember. At the bottom. Yes, I do remember. No, I haven't tried that out. What do you do to gather motes of harmony? I don't, at the moment, Molin. Anything on the auction house is where I've been getting them. Hey, the Garhammer, how are you? Finally get to see a bit of my stream. Been following along through YouTube. Oh, that's good. Thank you for stopping by from YouTube. Welcome. Big thing you remember about 18 is Murdoch's little song. The worms crawl in, the worms crawl out, the worms play Pinocchio on my snout. I don't remember that one at all. And one of his videos asked him on Twitch how he always has only his sales in his mailbox. Like, how can you do that? Once you've got 50 sales in your mailbox, you can't get your other mail. So how do you have 250 all sales? He says, it's a way to do it in TSM. Do you know how to do this? Yes. Basically, what you do is you go into your mailbox and you open up your mail. Obviously, I've got none in here at the moment, and it all comes through. And then you click on all sort of like your cancels and your expires. But what you can do is you see here in the tooltip it says, actually no, you can't see in the tooltip because my camera's over it. But here you can see the tooltip says if you shift click, you continue opening after an inbox refresh if you have more than 50 items in your inbox. So basically what that means, if your inbox is full of sales and you shift click expires, then it'll take the items that have refreshed in and keep your sales in there. When I've tried it, I've not really seen it work for me, so I don't know how well it works, but I believe that's how people do it. He was speaking on B.A. Brackus because he was afraid of being buried. Ah, right, okay, that makes sense. So you can do that with your expires, cancels and purchases and the sales as well. So I believe that's how it's done. Can I actually do the daily cooldown of living steel at the moment? No, because I don't have enough trillion bars. Okay. So we're going to leave that for the moment. Oh wow, Gridaxmurf, thank you ever so much for the sub. That's incredibly kind of you. Thank you for your support. Hold on, let me just get my chef's hats out. There we go. Thank you ever so much. Very kind of you. You do a similar run as the Embersilt farm video you ran. You go to Heart of Fear, kill all the ag groups except the last one before the first swap. You can get about 80 to 100 modes in 10 runs. Ah, okay, Molly, that sounds good. No worries, Samadan. Glad that was useful. Okay, Gregor, thanks ever so much for stopping by. Have a great rest of your evening. My TSM Vol video on YouTube is how you started learning. Felt it was just appropriate. Oh, well, thank you very much. It's very kind of you. So I'm think because it doesn't show the 500 maybe expired posts. That's true, Jack. I try, which is why I try to not do that. Like, I certainly don't do it before stream or anything like that. I show everything. I show them all my expires coming through. I can understand how, from a YouTube perspective, you might want to condense things down and only show the good bits. but it does give a bit of a distorted impression as to the perception as to how easy it might be. Where do I want to go next? I want to go to my garrison to skill up my herbalism for a little bit, and then I might go to Dalaran to then do I might get the last bits of dream leaf that I need. That might be quite handy. If you sell transmog, you always have an insane amount of expired items. Yeah, definitely, loads. Yeah, I mean the only thing you could possibly do is speed up the video to show that you're at least doing that. So it keeps it kind of more sort of honest from that point of view. Influence you to start using your professions. Almost every profession max. Wow, that's brilliant, Thunder. Except blacksmithing, and have mainly been buying low, selling high, farming transmogs. So you're going to start using all your professions, see how much you can make before BFA. Excellent. Well, good luck. I hope. I wish you all the best in that journey, Thunder. I hope it works out for you. I'm sure it will, because professions are awesome. Especially with TSM 4 showing you the sale rate and profit margins for everything. You can literally just pick the good ones and start selling them. And work out what's good for your server and then expand on that from there. The next thing for me is collecting up the recipes, really. I like the idea for doing a weekly sales video just to see what is selling weekly. Yeah, I mean it's I think if you sort of address it as such and say, look, this is how I'm doing it. This doesn't include the expires. These are the things that I've done in this time, and this is what I've sold. It makes quite a good summary. But I think it depends on how you present it, really. I automatically went to get some hexweave going there. I haven't got any hexweave going on this one yet. But that's something to... Actually, no, there's no point doing it because I'm not a tailor. That was the main thing I wanted to do with that. And now I need to go to Dalaran. Actually, no, I don't want to do Dalaran. Let's do the Dream Walk. Because that will get me right in amongst the Dream Leaf. And then I can do all the things I need. Because I really want to progress my herbalism, so I can go and farm some stuff for the potion of treasure finding. But if you want to educate your audience, you need to show the good and the bad things. Yes. Yes, it's from all the mistakes, from all the rich purple silk shirts you sold for 8 gold and such like, where you learn the most. I've got a load of quests here actually. Do I want to pick these up now? I might leave those for now. Let's not go on a squirrel hunt. Let's go for... We want to do healthy dream leaf. We need another 10 healthy dream leaf. Latest blog post is actually about the same fails. That's pretty good. Oh, have we got any alchemy quests, actually? Thinking about it. Let's just double check that. That's a foxflower one. But no, can't see anything specific there. I've got some dream leaf there though. There's one healthy dream leaf. Right, let's go just do a bit of random flying, see what we can get dream leaf wise. There's one somewhere. There it is, over the top. It's another healthy dream leaf. of all the branches to get stuck on, I get stuck on that tiny one that was just in front of the camera. I'm just following the mini-map really for this. Oh, there's one. Next to the Brimstone Destroyer. I have to get used to landing when I fly. I'm going to go further south, I think. That's a bit easier. So I would recommend doing the Riddle of Steel, even if you only do one a day, maximising your profit because you get 2 living steel for 6 trillium and 6 spirits of harmony. As long as you run Heart of the Fear a couple of times a week, you should never need to buy most spirits. Okay, that's a good idea, Molin. I have got quite a lot of cheap spirits of harmony I picked up from as Samadan. So the other thing I need is to get hold of the trillium, which is actually quite hard to get hold of. So I've got to think about what other methods I can do to get the trillium. Now, there it is, it's over there. I'm thinking what else could I do for the trillium? I need to go to Pandaland, don't I, to carry on my farm, my half-hill farm. You have the best method. Oh, do you? Forever? You had 8 precises before the nerf. Luckily you bought them cheap and sold them at a 15% loss. Okay, that's fair enough. Just farm ghost iron ore and you should get enough for the transmute in 10 minutes maximum. Okay. And so the ghost iron ore will be my miner, won't it? Okay, thank you, Mr. Deadfellow, as well. Okay. Ooh, Ashmore cubs. Oh no, I don't want to do you, actually. I don't want to kill cubs. Sorry, I'm running away. Alright, okay, so press X to descend. Makes it easier as a druid to pick. Okay, thank you, that's handy. Hey, there we go, okay. Because it looks like I'm bouncing, I'm not sure. Oh look, I can actually land. That's cool. Thank you. Okay, ghost iron is best. Okay. Around the half hill zone. Right, so I need to this is the white rabbit coming here. So I need to level up El Morty to get to Pandaria to be able to do all this with my miner, don't I? Oh, there you go. Let's try that again. Oh, there you go. Got a nightmare Gorger combat. Here we come. One of those. One of those. One of those. Oh, we've done it. And then fly. There we go. Okay. Hardly know how to play a druid. Yeah, you and me both, Jack. Okay, so my miner needs to level up for me to be able to get some ghost iron easily, or more easily. Let's not do that one, I don't like that one. Move alright. So, plant some golden lotus in your little garden. Go try to find one. Oh, I got some a loot coming in. Great stream. Who's that from? Oh, I can't read it. Damn my loots. Being so small. Let me look at my dashboard. Oh no, not that. I clicked the wrong button. Live. Hold on. I just want to see where that was from. But thank you ever so much for the loots. Alright, it's frozen on me. There we go. Aha! Thank you, Scoreshane. Thank you for the loot. Apologies for messing that one up. So plant some golden lotus. Then you get 15-minute buff of luck. Then you So you loot treasure chests similar to Potion of Luck, and then you queue up for LFR Heart of Fear. Takes a Lore Walk or Cho, pull everything up to the first boss and AoE it down. A ton of chests. They contain Trillium, Fur, or Motes of Harmony. Then you leave the dungeon and re-queue instantly until the 15-minute buff runs out. Right. That sounds... Thank you, Jack. That sounds like a plan forever. I think I might need to write that down. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have to copy and paste that and put it in my spreadsheet of stuff to remember. There we go. Real-time board. No, that's Reddit. Real-time board. There we go. Put that in there. I'm going to make myself a little bit of text. And I'm going to pop that in as a little reminder. Slightly more advanced than what I'm doing at the moment. Gotta wait for that to load up. And paste that in and make that bigger. Okay, so I've got that. Okay, so I'm not going to miss that one. So this is your road to 5 million, where you're at now. And what are my plans to get there? You missed the beginning of the stream. No worries, Tharndan. So basically, yes. There's a video YouTube on it. Okay. You don't even need to queue for LFR. You can just run to it as long as it's on 25 man and you get more than rounds 10 man. Okay. Okay, thank you, Forever. Very kind of you. And thank you all for your extra bits of info. So yes, my road to 5 million. I am basically... Where's my little chart? I am here. So we're slightly underperforming at the moment on my target. I should really be at 1,300,000 and I'm actually at 1,200,000. I will be by the end of tonight anyway. The aim is to get to 5 million. I know I don't need 5 million for the mount if I've got the reputation or I'm a goblin. I'm aiming to be able to do it without either of those. It all depends on how well I do over the next few sort of months, well, the few weeks really, not months, because it's about 90 days, just under 90 days now. The main thing I'm doing is professions, so I've got cooking, enchanting and tailoring pretty well fleshed out as my core money makers. I'm also working on trying to expand my leatherworking a bit more, and we're working on alchemy and herbalism, which is we're doing at the moment on Awakening. And then I've also got El Morty, my Death Knight, who's level 60, who I also need to up to his blacksmithing and mining. So the aim is to flesh out more professions over the course of this time so that I can open up more gold making opportunities between now and then. That's the plan. Sales are slow lately, so the road to 5 million started a little late. A lot of people are starting to save gold or stop playing for a bit. Yes, this is true, Pointy. A lot of things are going to go down in price, and so I'm trying to sort of adapt to those markets at the same time as find new ones for me. So it's a bit of a sort of a mix between the two. I'm hoping to be able to balance out the lack of sales in one respect with variety in the other respect. Where is that herb? Oh, it's right there. What's the best method to get the time walking badges? I don't know, Purple Fish. If anyone else can advise in the chat, that would be very useful. Let's close that. Loot that. Go back into crow form. Now, how are we doing for our healthy dream leaf? Oh, we've got 10 of 15, so we're not doing too bad actually. Let's carry on. We should queue up for the dungeons. Okay, excuse me, itchy nose. What else have we got? We've got a quest area coming up over here. What do I need to do? Oh, there's one. Where are you? Oh, you're at the top.
crossed the line. They're trapping and killing those cute little lunar wing.
What's the quest over here?
Well, go on, save them.
The quest is Lunar Wing Eggs, Thieving Thistle Teeth. From Valshara. Okay. Don't remember picking that one up. Okay, fair enough. There we go. Thank you, Molin, for the link. Oh, there's some over there. Where is this? That's the dream leaf. Press the wrong button. Not used to pressing X to... Oh no, I don't want to do that either. I want to close that. Press X, then open that. There we go. Ah dear. That's a bit better. Okay. Onwards and upwards with my dream leaf mission. There should be some over here. Oh, I can see some over this way. Let's go this way. Here it is. Land. Do that. That's 13. Seems to be quite a lot around here. Oh, Devier, thank you ever so much for the follow. Very kind of you. So 3 characters, 1 mount for each, I guess. Well, yes, I mean the... Oh, you licked it in Discord. Thank you forever. Yes, I only need to buy the 1 mount, though, thankfully. Having to buy 3 mounts would be... that would be terrible. Okay, we're almost there, and then we're going to go to... There's the last one, probably. There we go. Right, now we need to head back to Dalaran. Another fine day of archaeology without the Vial of the Sands recipe drop. Oh, sorry to hear that, Fernal. One day, hopefully. Yes. Wish you all the luck in that one. I hear it's a complete random number thing. Sometimes you're lucky, sometimes not. Right, so we made progress there. Let's hand in that quest for the Dream Leaf. How's our skill? 295. Okay, so that's getting reasonable. Emphatic Herb, Healthy Dream Leaf, Blight Infested Dream Leaf. You will learn the following: Herbalism Technique Dream Leaf. There we go. Excellent. Never give up. Exactly. Okay, Fellwort Analysis. Samples to my fellow herbalist. Collect everyone's... Okay, he's currently working in Goro Crater, Sholazar Basin, an overgrown portion of Gorgrant. Okay, so that's going to be interesting. Fellwort Analysis, where do we need to go for that? Kalimdor and Goro Crater. Okay, that's going to be fun. You got it in the first 3 jars. Oh, did you? You can go by Dark Heart Thicket and the Emerald Nightmare. You can kill the Rooter and they give you Dream Leaf and Seeds as well to future reference. Yes, thank you, Barges. We did that with Jack the other day. The unfortunate thing with that is I don't get skill ups with those, which would have been really handy. But yeah, when you're farming it, that's a great idea. But if you want to skill up, you have to go other places. I think I'll probably do Suramar with the Starlight Rose because it's so dense. All the Starlight Rose here. Obviously, if I can avoid the mobs, that's even better. Portal to Uldum from Stormwind. You get to go to Ongoro. Okay, thank you, Molin. Very good. You're off to work. Hope to get screaming again. Thank you, Garhammer. I'm probably going to be finishing up myself fairly soon. So, but thank you for stopping by. Maybe you do get the skill up now because now I've got the rank 1. Ah, yeah, that's a good point, Jack. Maybe I will. I'll have to test that out. Or Caverns of Time from Doom, New Dalaran. Okay, a couple of options then. I'm not going to do those tonight though. I'm going to leave us where we're at now. I'm going to probably portal back to Stormwind, and then leave myself there, ready for the living steel. I didn't do a transmute though, did I? And what was the one you were recommending? Spirits of Harmony, but I wasn't getting the Trillium, because I didn't get the Trillium because I need the Ghost Iron, and I need the Ghost Iron, I need a Miner, and then to get a Miner, I need to level up El Morty, which I have run out of time to do tonight. So much to do, and so little time. The Riddle of Steel. Yes, that's the one. Because I've got, let's have a look. Riddle of Steel. Let's add this to the favourites so I can remember it. So I need the Spirits of Harmony and Trillium Bars. And the Trillium Bars I get from the Ghost Iron Bars, but the Ghost Iron Bars are in short supply. Trillium from the method you mentioned is amazing. Okay, forever, I'll have to check that one out and then try it out. Favourite the Trillium Transmute as well. Okay, let's have a look. That's that. Trillium Transmute, Trillium Bar. Yeah, that's going to be useful, isn't it? From the Ghost Iron Bars. We need to do the half hill thing, actually. Oh, I've just gone from Dalaran. That would have been handy to go to the shrine then and do that. Okay. I have 1 bar, I believe, of titanium. What have I got? Titanium? I've got 5. I've got 5 bars. If so, send it to your miner. Okay. The portal to Dalaran's in the keep. Yes. Thank you, Molin. You know all the portals to everywhere. Thank you. But I'm not going to do it tonight because I'm going to go on too much of a squirrel run, and it's getting late. Smelt it for later to Titan steel bars. Aha. Okay. Right, there's so much to do, and I've run out of time tonight, unfortunately. I just want to do a quick summary on Samadan, so what I'm going to do is switch on over. And that's where the money is, exactly. Time. That's how you can solve all of this, is with time. But I have limited time, as do most of us playing this game. So my aim is to be able to do as much as I can realistically in the time I've got. You know, we've all got lives, we've all got families or whatever, and other things we like to do. So, you know, I want to keep this realistic in terms of, okay, well, I've got a limited play time. I'll try and get on every day if I can. Oh, there goes some sales. That's good. Let's pick those up. It's another 4,000. Let's just check the auction house and see where we're at with any other sales coming in. Just the Ember Silk. Oh, it was the full stack of 200 that sold. So 4,300 coming in from the Ember Silk. But that's got another 17 minutes, so I'm going to save that for tomorrow. Because technically that will be tomorrow. Do we actually have, looking at our bags, enough Ember Silk for another lot? 147 in the bank, 47 in the bags, not quite enough for another full stack. Need to make some list too. Get so lost with so much to do and still need to level your druid. Yes, Hearth, that's exactly it. There is so much to do, and you need to sort of somehow prioritise that into the stuff that's A, fun, and B, is going to make you money, if it's money that you want to make. Which, to be honest, most of us do. So, right, let's finish this off with a look at what we've got, gold-wise, and put this into our chart for today as a record. There we go. So today we have 1,201,495 gold. So that's another little bar in the chart. It is going upwards, which is a good direction to be in. So we're not over the red line, but we are going upwards, which is good. So I'm pleased about that. So like I said before, we're about 110,000 off target. So hopefully we won't fall too far behind this, and hopefully we'll find quite a few other ways to make some more gold or find some new markets, especially with alchemy. See if we can do something with that. And if it comes down to it, you know, we could always go and farm some stuff. We can go farm some more ember silk. We could farm some herbs. We can go and do a few runs at transmog runs. Even though I don't really like doing transmog, there could be something nice that you collect up, which I could get lucky with. But I'm wanting to stick to professions is going to be my main thing for this. So that's where we're at the moment. So all in all, a fairly decent evening. If you did the Firelands farms, you get ember silk, savage leather, volatiles, and pyrite, and elementium ore. Okay, so there's a few choice farms we could do that sounds good. So there's a few things to experiment. Thank you everyone for hanging out in chat tonight. It's been absolutely a pleasure. Excuse me. Let me see if there's anyone we can throw a host over to. So, who have we got on? We have... well, I see Echo Wings is on. She has a lovely chill stream. No worries, Jack, anytime. Did you show up right as a stream ended? Yes, the Black Knight, sorry. We are literally just finishing off, so thank you for stopping by. I have to catch up on the VOD when I put it on YouTube. So, apologies for that. I'm going to throw a host over to Echo Wings tonight. So, go and send her some love. And wait for that to run through. Mute that. Okay, so /host. Right, there we go. So thank you everyone for your company tonight. It's been absolutely lovely. Thank you all. And I'm next on. I may or may not be on tomorrow night. I'm not scheduled to be on tomorrow night. I'm not actually scheduled on till Sunday. So we'll have to see. You know, it's got the bank holiday weekend coming up. So I'm going to be busy with family stuff as well. So I'll try and fit in another stream if I can. If not, I'll see you on Sunday or hopefully before then. So let's see how things go. Until then, have a great evening and good night and farewell.